Hey guys, welcome back to the 41 Wheat. Today I want to show you a website called Woot.com. Every day their homepage has a different item that they sell that ranges from a ton of different things, but they also have subsites that offer different items that kind of stay in the same genre for every day. Alright, so here we are at Woot.com, and if you notice today they're selling these high performance earbuds with a mic. Now I'm not trying to sell these earbuds to you, I'm just trying to show you how this website works. So every day when you come to this website at midnight Central Standard Time, there's a new item that comes up. So yesterday it was something different than it is today. However, these past 2 days they've been having what's known as a Woot off, and I've been waiting to do this video so I can show you a Woot off. As I've been talking, this number has been changing from, it started at 94 when I first opened the page, and now it's at 70%. And if I stay here for a second, it might go down even more. But if you notice at the top, there's different links as well to other subsites. As well, if I scroll down, there's what's called Woot Plus. And Woot Plus is just different items that they sell. They might last for a few days. They might last for 1 day to a week. It just depends on the item and how many items they actually have. So right here we see some RCA TVs. Down here we see some fitness machines, some sunglasses, kitchen accessories, a lot of different stuff. As you come down, sometimes they have a pole and things like that. Over here to the right, this is showing the same stuff that's up here at the top. And I'm trying not to mouse to keep the screen from jumping. But below the mouse you see we have tech.woot. That generally sells stuff that has to do with technology and electronics. Home.woot is going to sell stuff that has to do with your house. So right now they're selling a plate set. Sport.woot is going to be like running shoes and running accessories or anything that has to do, I don't mean just running, but basketball, football, baseball, something with sports, obviously. Kids.woot can range from anything for adults that have children, as far as like this high chair set, or toys for kids. Now, obviously, kids probably aren't going to be on here buying something because you have to have a credit card in order to do so, but adults can buy toys for their kids off of this website. Right here they sell a shirt, a different shirt every day. We're going to get to shirts in a minute. Wine, accessories, and wine. So right now they're selling chocolates. Every once in a while they'll sell cheese. They have different sets of bottles of wine. And then down here at the bottom, sellout.woot is just an extension of all the sites that something that they have a ton of that they didn't sell maybe, or just specific items that they wanted to put on this page. We'll go there. And then deals.woot is something where users and customers that have a name, or excuse me, that have a login can submit certain deals. And local woot is something for specific cities. So this might only be in like Dallas or New York or California, and they have item or they have deals for certain restaurants or certain businesses or things like that. So I'm going to go back to the top, and if you notice it's still on 70%, that's okay. We'll keep watching and that number will change. What I want to do is I want to go to community just to show you. Community is going to have a forum where people can talk to each other as far as everything but Woot or World of Woot. Woots and Woot Plus are specific for Woot and the company themselves. Any user can go make a post under World of Woot or everything but Woot. So right here, this is going to sort it. I'm sorting by date. So these are items that have been sold today during the Woot off. And I'm going to come through some of these to show you in a little bit. But if we click on older, we can go back. This was going on yesterday as well. Today's the 20th, so we'll go all the way through the 19th. We can keep going older and older. And then if we get far enough past yesterday, we'll get to Monday, which was the 18th. And as you're watching this, this is going to constantly change because I'm not putting this video out the same day I've created it. So when we go far enough back, excuse the website runs a little slow during a Woot off because there's a lot of people actually accessing the website. So if we keep going back, here we go. So March 18th, they only sold a vacuum. This Dyson vacuum was sold all day. The day before, they only sold this Swiss watch all day. So from midnight to midnight Central Standard Time, these were the items listed by day. And since we're in the middle of that Woot off, every so often today a different item would come up. And you won't be able to participate in this particular Woot off because it'll be past, but the next Woot off that comes up. Now you never know when there's going to be a Woot off, and nobody ever knows the next item, and nobody ever knows how long the item is going to be there. So for instance, those earbuds we talked about, now they're down to 10%. It went from 94 to 70 straight to 10, or from what we saw. So there might only be one earbud left. So if I click I want one, it's obviously I'm going to have to sign in before I can buy one, but I can see it's now there's 4% left. Now once I'm on the buy page of that particular item, I can click through the different images because they take a lot of other pictures that they put up. And if I go over here to want to buy, notice that my mouse has changed to this no crosshairs, meaning I can't purchase anything. That's because I haven't chose a quantity or a color. Now generally the quantity, you're going to be stuck with buying a maximum of 3 items for anything that they're selling. This goes for all the sites. So once I choose my color, I could say black and yellow for this one and pink for this one, and then I could click buy. Now once an item is sold out and you can no longer purchase it, the page is still active, but the buy button becomes grayed out and it says sold out, so you can't purchase this item. But there's also still features of that item, specifications, sales stats, and the comments. Now right here, if I were to click discuss this deal, and it's like a forum type page, and if I scroll down, I can just get some statistics of this particular item. So 2% were it was their first purchase that they made on Woot. 44% have more than 25 Woots, which means they've purchased 25 or more items throughout their span of being a member on this website. And again, you can buy 1, 2, or 3. It also breaks it down by state, so you can see which state may have purchased more of it than another, or which state didn't purchase any possibly. And then different people down here, and you could even submit things that says if Amazon has a certain review or if it's sold cheaper somewhere else. And these are all change depending on the item, so I don't want to go too much into that. Alright, so I'm back on the home page, and the headphones have just sold out, and now they're selling a home theater system. So again, the same concept, there's 100% left. That means nobody's purchased one just yet. And if you notice, it says list a certain percent off list price. This percent off can only be on there if they're selling something that is still considered new. Now Woot does a lot of stuff with selling refurbished items, and I pulled up a page earlier. So here's a TV that they sold earlier today that was still new, and there's a certain percent off the list price. And then when they have like a tablet, for instance, it says refurbished, they don't tell you the manufacturer list price just because it's a refurbished item and this is the price that they're selling at. Generally, it's going to be a lot more off than what the new items would be. So again, this is only 24% off of a new price. That's up to you if you consider that a good deal or not. And again, if you go into the comments, some people might say, yeah, that's a good deal. It costs this much at Costco or this much at Best Buy or so forth. And then you can get an idea if you have a good deal or not. All right, so now I want to go to this tech page. And if you notice here, this isn't a Woot off. So today, all day, they're selling this Asus laptop until it's sold out or until midnight, and they'll replace it. If you scroll down, there's also a Woot Plus for tech, and it just has different things. So here's a bunch of flash drives. Here's some surround sound speakers. Down here they have some laptop accessories, so on and so forth. We go to home. They're having a Woot off on home. So just to show you what's been sold here, they sold a lamp. There's a grill, that plate set we saw earlier, a Roomba. Roombas and Dysons come up a lot, and laptops come up a lot, just to give you an idea of what to expect. And you can come in here and get a history of what's been going on. All right, we'll go to sport.woot just to get an idea of what's going on there. They're also having a Woot off. So when they have a Woot off, multiple sites can participate, or it could just be a few sites. Coming down, just see they're selling golf balls, sports apparel, and different things. Kids.woot, give you an idea. They sold this high chair and this play yard, and then if we come down a little bit, they sold this tunnel, and then here's another tunnel. So they sell kids' toys as well as adult things you may need if you had kids. All right, now on to shirt.woot. Every day they sell a different shirt. Now these shirts are generally created by someone in the community. So if you notice, they have what's known as a derby, and the derby is where you can submit a t-shirt. Tomorrow is when this derby, quote unquote, ends. All right, so the derby is a contest that you and other users can participate in to create a shirt to be sold on the shirt.woot site. Every shirt that's sold on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday received first, second, and third place in the derby for the week. So if you were to submit a design and it won first place, your shirt would go on sale on Friday. All right, so I'm just going to scroll down a little bit and you'll be able to see these are different shirts people have created. If you sort it by votes, these are the ones that receive the most votes. And then they have what's called the Fog of War. So the Fog of War is the top 9 designs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And notice there's a question mark. The question mark is there so you don't know who the winner is. So one of these, or 3 of these 9 shirts probably got a good chance of being made into a shirt that they will sell either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So notice here's 2 that are glow in the dark that show what it shows in the day and what it looks like at night, or when the lights are turned off. All right, on top of that, if we go to the top 20, this is going to show the top 20 shirts that have been sold literally forever. Anytime there's a new shirt design that gets sold, it goes on to this danger zone over here. And these are new shirts, or excuse me, the bystander zone. And these are ones that are about to be able to be voted on. So as shirts get in here, whoever or whichever shirt sells the most gets to stay. If a shirt doesn't sell, it gets booted out, basically. So there's a few in here that have been here really long. And like right here, this shirt has been on here for 7 weeks. So it's a Ninja Turtles shirt. If we scroll down, there's a bunch of other different topics and things. But there's some, like this one doesn't have last week. So this particular shirt wasn't in this list last week because it might have been sold during the week of last week or during the weekend for the Derby. But if we keep coming down, we could see some of these have actually been on here. So this shirt's been here for 259 weeks. So as this shirt continues to sell, the one right above it's been here a lot of weeks as well. And they just drop down in the list as they get sold least often throughout the week. All right, going all the way to the top, we can do all designs. Now this is a way that Woot can still offer old shirts. The only problem is it costs a little bit more than normal. So if you noticed when I clicked on shirt.woot, the home page, shirts are always $12 and shipping is always free. After the first day the shirt is sold, you can buy it from this top 20 site if it's available here for $15. So all of these shirts are going to be $15, and I'll just pick the first one just to show you. And it's still that free shipping. When we get over to the all design shirt, notice the shirts are still they're $15. That one's $14 because it's a random 3-pack. So you can still purchase these shirts for the $15 with the free shipping after they're sold from the first day, assuming they're still here. And these don't stay here forever as well. There is a cutoff. It goes back 52 pages. So that is a lot of shirts, but there are still some. I'm not going to weed through, but there are some that are no longer sold anymore just because they've not sold out, but they are no longer offered. All right, so the next site is wine.woot, and if you notice, they still have the chocolates up, and that's okay. They just haven't sold out yet. But if I click on community, I just want to show you what they offer. So you can see that there's some cab, a 6 set of cab. Scrolling down, we see different types of reds, different types of whites. So they offer different packages of different wines. Sometimes they also mix them up a little bit. So you might get 6 reds and 6 whites, or 3 and 3. They sell different racks, chocolates, cheese, things like that go along with wine. The last page, sell out, is again just a different page. They can offer different things that might not have sold, or specific items that they want to put on here that may not fit in another category. The last site I want to show you is the community source deals. And again, these are for people like us that are users on this site, not Woot themselves, to actually put deals on here. Always at the top, they're going to have 6 different items. And these 6 items are paid subscribers or paid advertisers that want to sell their items on here. And generally, they're good deals. And if you notice, there's comments below, and there's a link to where to purchase this thing. But if you scroll down a little bit, you can see different items that the community has actually submitted. And you get kind of like a Reddit style karma depending on how many items you submit. And you can also sort by day. So people can upvote different things. So if I notice today, the highest voted thing was this Smash Burger buy one get one at no charge. There's also the Big Trouble in Little China DVD and the iTunes pack. So the little arrows will allow you to upvote or downvote if you think it's a good deal or not. So generally, if you have a really good deal, you'll get a lot of upvotes and you'll get more to the top of this page so other people can see it and upvote it. You can sort it by week. You can sort it by popular flow or current rank. So all these are different ways to see different things. And we could also search. So if I want to see stuff that's only offered at, let's say, Best Buy, I can search Best Buy deals and I can get all of these different deals. If you notice, they're offered at Best Buy. So if you may have a gift card to a certain place, you want to see what kind of deals you can get there, you can search that way. Or let's say if you wanted to buy a Roomba, you can come in here and you could search Roomba and see if there were any deals for a Roomba. And again, don't get as good of deal or as good of votes as others, but that's okay. and then eventually the deal is going to run out because it might be only a certain time offered. So it'll get a little tombstone that says RIP, saying that deal is no longer available. So lastly, I just wanted to show you the FAQ page to where you could go look if you might have any more questions that I might not have covered. And if you look at the top, they say $5 all you can ship. So what that means is if you were to pay $5 today to pay for shipping for one of the items you bought, if you buy another item, you don't have to pay shipping until the next day. So for instance, today is a Woot off, so I could buy 20 items today and pay $5 to ship it all. Now tomorrow if I bought an item, I would have to pay another $5 because it's a new calendar day, but I could still buy as many items as I wanted for that $5 shipping. So that's pretty cool. It's not going to be there forever. I don't know how long they're going to do this for. It's been going on for a few months now, and it could be over tomorrow and nobody would ever know. So I just wanted to mention that as well. All right, so if you think Woot interests you and there might be something you think you'd like to purchase in the future, at the top, if you click on Start Here, it'll bring you to this page where you can sign up. You get to choose a username and a password and then enter your email. Now there's two types of emails you can receive from Woot, either a newsletter or a daily digest. And a daily digest will email you every day, generally around 1 or 2 a.m. So you might want to make sure your phone's on silent if it comes to your phone. And it'll send you an email showing you everything that's for sale on the Woot site for the day. All right, so this is what an email from Woot might look like. So this is what's known as the daily digest that I received this morning at 12:53 a.m. Now the first thing you see is the t-shirt, and if I were to scroll down, you would see Woot Plus. And then we have Monty and Mortimer that have their little conversation going back every day. And generally it's pretty funny, pretty humorous if you'd like something like that. And then it shows you at the bottom all of their sites. So for instance, I know that there's a Woot off going on all of these sites except for Sellout and tech.woot. There's never going to be a Woot off on deals.woot because that's where we can submit different articles and different deals and things like that. So every other site is a Woot off today, and they can't show me which particular item's up at this time because it changes all the time. And this is a mass email. So you have to go to Woot to find out what actually it is. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about Woot, I'd be happy to help as much as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.